Hello, Howell family. This is Prince Kerr, the voice of HC. I hope you're all doing great. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please help the channel's growth by liking and sharing the video with the person that you care about the most in this world. It will be much appreciated. In today's conversation, I wanted to discuss the negatives of positive thinking. So let's get right into it. We're always told and encouraged to think positively. We're always reminded that it's our mindset that is going to change the way we live. It's our mindset that is going to improve our lives and put us on a pedestal that we have never been. And the change with our mindset starts with the way that we think about life altogether. Basically saying that if we think more positively, then positive things will start to come about. But no one ever really discusses the negatives of positive thinking. Rather, positive thinking is seen as the end-all be-all. Start thinking positively and everything will just magically all just work out. But if you're like myself, you've noticed that things don't actually happen that way. The first negative, or misconception rather, is that if you think positively, everything will be all right. Now, this couldn't be the farthest thing from the truth. It's not because you start thinking positively that everything just magically changes. We often think that, okay, the problem is we're not thinking about things right, and this is why we feel so much pain. Or this is why we feel confused or lost or misunderstood. It's because we're not thinking about the issue in a positive light. It is important to understand that positive thinking does not mean that things will magically disappear. Rather, it means that you are opening your eyes to a different perspective on the very same issue. So if the issue was not something beneficial for you, shall we? It's not going to change that the issue happened. Rather, it's going to change how you saw that very issue so that you can reap benefits from what you once thought was not positive. Now, this probably sounds a bit confusing, so let's use an example. Let's say you're home one day and you want to make your favorite dish. However, there's one ingredient missing, and without that ingredient, you can't make your favorite dish exactly how you would want to. So you say, let me just drive to the store and get the ingredient that's missing. However, the problem arises when you get into your car and you realize that you're out of gas. Now, this can be seen as a negative situation. You can complain, you can be annoyed, you can say, oh my gosh, all I wanted to do was have a good night and eat my favorite food and go to sleep. I had a long day, and you could complain about it. And that would be you seeing things in a negative light. Now, thinking positively is not going to change that situation. Rather, positive thinking in this scenario would be, okay, this is unfortunate. I wanted to use my car. It would have taken me 2 seconds to get into my car, go get the ingredient, and come back and make my food. But this doesn't mean that I can't get my ingredient. I could still have a great night. It's been so long that I haven't walked. I could walk to the store just a couple blocks away, and I can enjoy the weather. And by encouraging yourself to actually not reside in that negativity, you're automatically giving yourself the opportunity to see things in a better light. So now on your way walking to the store, you could maybe notice things that you wouldn't have noticed if you had drove your car. Maybe you meet new people or see new things. Now your mood is higher and you get to the store and your interactions with people are going to be more positive because of that walk. And so on, causing a chain of events of positivity. Again, positive thinking didn't change the circumstance at all. Your car still did not start. You still don't have any gas. However, it changed how you viewed that situation. And encourage you to take action, to step away instead of dwelling in that negativity. If we can start to understand that thinking positively does not necessarily change the situation, and maybe there's a lot of perceived unfortunate events that will come to you in the future, but the way that you think about it will change the way you're going to react about it. Because if a negative happens and you react negatively, then you're going to dwell in that negativity and create more negativity. However, if a negative happens and you react positively because of the way that you're thinking, you are likely to encourage more positive things to happen in your life. And this is over a span of time, which is another perceived negative or misconception of what positive thinking is. Because of the way positive thinking is presented, we're often left to be under the impression that if we start thinking positively, then we should see results right away. We're thinking positively, it's been a whole week. Why don't I have the benefits of thinking positively? But this is also something that needs to be rethought. Think of this like anything you begin in life. And the first time you're told, for example, how to play basketball and have the perfect form to shoot a free throw. Yes, you know the perfect form to shoot, but that doesn't mean you're going to get all of your shots or any of your shots in at first. It's going to take practice, it's going to take time, it's going to take effort, and it's going to take adapting to what this new way of being is. A lot of us tend to just give up or think we're doing something wrong when things don't work out the way that we thought it should, even after all of the effort that we put into being a positive person or thinking in a positive way. But it is important to accept and to remember that all great things take time. When you are willing, there will be a way. I thought it was important to discuss these negatives or these misconceptions of positive thinking because a lot of us start on this route and we have such high expectations of what is supposed to be the result of trotting this path. Not because things did not work out the first time you tried it that you should give up. And not because you don't see results to your efforts right away that you're not doing things the right way. All great things and all things worth having usually take time to create. Keep on the journey and don't be discouraged or dismayed. Always remember, what is meant for you cannot pass you, and what passes you was not meant for you, at least not in that moment. Well, that's what I think about the negatives or the misconceptions of positive thinking. Are there any that I missed? Let me know in the comment section. I'll see you on the next episode of Conversations on Howell Consultations, the how-to being true to you.